I just found this. I haven't seen this piece of paper in I don't know how long, but I'm here sorting through my stuff, and I found this, and oh, it's you again. I suppose you're here for your Christmas story. It's an oldie, maybe a goodie. You be the judge. It's called Planet of the Pig People. And it goes like this. There was once a beautiful blue planet where the pig people lived. The big, yeah, I could change that. There was once a beautiful blue planet where the big pig people lived. The planet provided the pig people with everything they needed to survive: food, clean air and water, and materials that they could use to build shelter. The pig people had worked very hard and had over thousands of years developed enough technology that they could have easily lived comfortable, interesting lives. They could have spent much of their time with their friends and families enjoying sports, nature, the arts. But this wasn't good enough for the pig people. They wanted more, and they didn't care or understand that their desires were killing the earth that supported them and their families. More than anything else, more than anything else, the pig people wanted to feel better than each other, and one of the main ways that they gave themselves this feeling was by trying to possess and consume as much as they could, and certainly more than their neighbors. The pig people especially liked driving cars and eating meat. This was extremely unfortunate because those were the two things, those are the two areas of nature. Uh, this was extremely unfortunate because those were the two things that damaged the earth most. I wonder if that's true. Cars were bad because vast areas of nature had to be paved under so the pig people would have a place to drive their cars, and because the cars ran by burning gas. When the gas was burned, it created smoke that gave the pig people lung cancer and destroyed life by warming the earth and by polluting the oceans with acid rain and runoff from city streets. Meat was bad because the land used to grow the food used to feed the animals. Meat was bad because the land used to grow the food used to feed the animals could have been used to feed 10 times as many people if they had grown vegetables and grain and that kind of thing. That's a. Is this true? I don't know, but I would imagine it's pretty close. Since the pig people didn't like to live without meat, natural land was turned into farms, which further polluted the environment with the use of fertilizers and pesticides. Cars and meat were the worst of the things loved by the pig people, but the truth of it was, and this was very difficult for the pig people to understand, that everything they did now was destructive to the environment. For example, when the pig people went shopping for Christmas presents, which they loved to do, they normally drove to the shopping center and bought things that created pollution in their production. If those things didn't create pollution in their production, and there were very few things like that, they always created pollution in their distribution and disposal. Since this was true, the only real answer for the pig people was to just slow down. They needed to quit working so much, since most work creates pollution, quit driving so much, quit eating so much meat, and quit consuming so much generally. The pig people needed to learn to enjoy free time and the opportunity to spend it with their family and friends. The pig people couldn't do that, though, and they continued to reproduce more and more pig people until there really wasn't enough natural resources to go around. This is when things got really ugly because different nations of pig people started to fight with each other for what was left of the earth. What they didn't realize was that it was already too late. So while the pig people were fighting with each other, the earth was slowly dying from the wounds that the pig people had inflicted over it over thousands of years, but especially over the last few hundred. In the end, the pig people either killed each other off or died of starvation because they had destroyed the natural world that had in the past been so plentiful and generous. Too bad the pig people hadn't realized how lucky they were for the gift of life and the beautiful blue planet that had been given to them for free. I just found this. I haven't seen this piece of paper in I don't know how long, but I'm here sorting through my stuff, and I found this, and whatever. Merry Christmas.